When talking about personal transformation, the scenario often seems distant, almost unattainable. But the truth is that anyone, regardless of where they are now, can change their reality. Imagine a young woman, living in a small town, without great opportunities. One day, she discovers the teachings of Neville Goddard and begins to apply the law of assumption. What once seemed impossible, a dream job, international travel, begins to materialize because she has finally decided to take control of her own destiny. This is what can happen when you believe in the power of self-knowledge. Of course, just wishing is not enough. True transformation requires action. Here comes the importance of meditation, not as a mystical practice, but as a daily moment of reconnect with your goals. Take 5 minutes a day to visualize in detail the life you want. For example, if you want a new job, see yourself signing the contract, feeling the satisfaction of a successful interview. This practice not only feeds your mind with what it wants, but it reprograms limiting beliefs that may be sabotaging you without you realizing it. But why do some people change and others don't? The answer lies in the genuine desire and discipline to stay on the path, even when the results are not yet visible. It doesn't matter your age or your current circumstances. Personal transformation is a choice that begins in the mind. And when you make that choice, you realize that each step you take creates the foundation for something greater. So, before we dive into the next part of the journey, it's worth reflecting. What's stopping you from taking that control now? Leave it in the comments now and let me know what stops you from taking on this responsibility. Neville Goddard taught that personal transformation begins in the internal state of the mind. He stated that you don't attract what you want, but what you believe you are. This means that true change does not depend on external circumstances, but on how you identify internally. When you become aware of already being the person you want to become, your reality begins to align with this new perception. It's not about wishing for something distant, but about accepting that it is already part of who you are. This is the power of the law of assumption in action. Relating this to the central theme, Neville explained that the key to reprogramming the mind lies in controlled imagination. He believed that consistently visualizing the desired outcome, with detail and emotion, creates an impression in the subconscious that inevitably manifests. Here, meditations and practices such as affirmative repetition come to the fore, as they are practical tools for anchoring these visualizations. Mental reprogramming is not just changing thoughts, but changing the feeling. You must internally experience what you want, as if it were already real. It is this emotional vibration that transforms life. Therefore, for Neville, self-knowledge is essential. Before you can transform your life, you need to understand what is blocking your desires. They are often limiting beliefs hidden in the subconscious. He suggested that, by confronting these beliefs and replacing them with convictions aligned with your goals, the mind would begin to function as a magnet for the desired experiences. Here comes the importance of consistent practices and committing to a new mindset, which connects directly with the next step of the journey. When we begin to apply the law of assumption in our lives, it is common to encounter a false transformation. In other words, we achieved some external changes, but we still feel that something is missing. This is the point where many are mistaken, thinking that external circumstances are the real key to transformation. According to Neville Goddard, real changes do not occur until you profoundly alter your mental state. What you see around you may even change temporarily, But if your mind doesn't follow, the transformation will be superficial and unsustainable. True transformation is internal. This means that if you still carry hurt, resentment, or feelings of inferiority, these emotions will continue to influence your life, even if external circumstances improve. The subconscious mind, which is where limiting beliefs reside, needs to be reprogrammed to reflect the new identity you are assuming. The repetition of constructive beliefs and the visualization of the future self, the person who has already achieved what they want, is fundamental in this process. For Neville, the key was not in getting more things, but in becoming someone who naturally attracts abundance. This recognition of false transformation leads us to a deeper awareness that inner work is constant. Often, no matter how hard we try, our mind can still be stuck in old patterns, sabotaging our efforts. Here comes the practice of self-knowledge. The more you explore your emotions, meditate on your beliefs, and revisit your past actions, the clearer it becomes what needs to be reprogrammed. And it is this consistency of seeking to understand your own limitations that allows you to finally achieve genuine transformation. True transformation, as Neville Goddard teaches us, does not happen overnight. It is the ongoing commitment to consistent practices that guarantees the realignment of your life. Meditation, for example, is not just a tool for relaxation, but a powerful mental reprogramming technique. When you dedicate yourself daily to visualizing your goals as already accomplished, your subconscious mind begins to accept these new images as reality. For Neville, this was essential, as the mind does not distinguish imagined experience from real experience. The secret is in the emotion, feeling as if it were already part of your life now. In addition to meditation, journaling, writing, was also a fundamental practice for many people who followed Neville's teachings. The act of writing, recording in detail what you want to manifest, not only organizes your mind, but also reinforces new beliefs. When you write about your achievements, it's as if you are living the experience as you record it. This process helps you create a deeper emotional connection with your goals, making your mind work in tune with the universe to materialize what you describe. However, more important than the practices themselves is the discipline to maintain this commitment. True internal change requires daily effort and consistency. When you commit to your transformation, even when the results are not immediate, you begin to break old patterns and form new beliefs that support your dream life. Remember, the mind is like a garden. If you plant good seeds, constantly water them and take care of them, your harvest will be plentiful. And this is directly connected to what will be addressed in the next step: the importance of persevering. Perseverance is the final key to consolidating a lasting transformation. Many begin to apply Neville Goddard's teachings and, upon seeing rapid changes, get carried away by euphoria, but soon end up giving in to difficulties when things don't go as expected. The law of assumption teaches us that, for manifestation to be true and lasting, we need to keep our focus and mental state aligned with our goals, regardless of the obstacles that arise in the way. The real work is to internalize the change and not let yourself be shaken by external circumstances. Persevering is not about doing more, but about maintaining consistency in positive actions and thoughts. When we practice the law of assumption, we are telling the universe that we are already worthy of what we desire, and this belief must be constantly reinforced. The secret, as Neville suggests, is to create a feeling of internal certainty, as if we already have what we want. This can be done through daily affirmations, visualizations, and practicing gratitude in advance. True change comes when you already feel, in every cell of your being, that manifestation is in process, even if you don't yet see it with your physical eyes. Furthermore, when we talk about perseverance, we are not just talking about a mechanical repetition of actions. Perseverance requires a deep level of self-knowledge and adaptation. You may often find that you are repeating the same practices, but it is important to realize when something is not working. The process of adaptation and adjustments is natural. Persistence in staying true to the end goal, adjusting the strategy when necessary, is what separates those who just try from those who truly manifest their new reality. As mentioned earlier, the journey is internal, and continued effort is the fuel that keeps you moving toward your desires. Now that you've learned about Neville Goddard's powerful teachings, it's time to put everything into practice. Transforming your life is not something that happens overnight, but with perseverance and focus, you can achieve the reality you have always dreamed of. So, what are you waiting for to start applying the law of assumption in your life today? Change starts with you and with you. Are you ready to take the first step? Comment below how you intend to start your journey, share your experiences, and let's grow together in this community. And, of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any transformative content like this. Turn on notifications and get ready to manifest everything you want. Let's go ahead. Transformation is within your reach.